Hey everyone, it's Jay over at Eris Think Tank. We're going to be looking over positive versus negative reinforcement, give some examples and maybe some things that you might be tested on in intro psychology. And this is something that's definitely learned and used in other aspects of psychology later on. So positive and negative reinforcement are both part of operant conditioning, which we decided it might be easier to kind of break up the different parts of operant conditioning and then maybe just make a video all together later on. But this video is going to specifically focus on positive versus negative reinforcement. But do check us out because eventually we will get to the entire chunk of what operant conditioning is. Positive reinforcement happens whenever you give something like a reward to a subject whenever they're displaying a desired behavior. And later on, they'll associate the behavior with the reward, and they'll do it more frequently. The reward is considered a reinforcing stimulus. Some examples of positive reinforcement might be giving your dog a treat every time they sit down, or giving a child a treat or a candy or something like that, or like a little toy every time they successfully use the bathroom while they're learning to potty train, which actually does work. My wife and I had to do that for our son when he was younger, and it definitely did reinforce the good behavior, the wanted behavior of him using the bathroom successfully. Or another one might be if your employee is doing a good job, give them a raise or a verbal compliment, and that'll keep showing the positive or desired behavior that that person is showing. Which we do have a video on our channel about increasing employee productivity using psychology. So if that's something you might be interested, go ahead and check that video out. We'll throw a link in the bottom as well. So negative reinforcement is encouraging a specific behavior also, but by removing or avoiding a negative consequence or stimulus instead. So some examples of negative reinforcement might be, for example, if you go out and hang out at the beach and you don't put on sun tanning lotion or sunblock or something like that, you're gonna get a sunburn. So eventually you're gonna start putting on the lotion before you go out so you don't get sunburned. So it's really important to know the difference between negative and positive reinforcement, because you're going to get a lot of questions asking, for example, if an owner shows the dog a treat to sit down, is it positive or negative reinforcement? Or if a child is cleaning a kitchen so they don't get yelled at by their parents, is it positive or negative reinforcement? Those are the kind of questions you might run into. But the biggest difference between positive and negative reinforcement is one is adding a wanted stimulus, while the other is removing an unwanted stimulus. Hey everyone, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting the channel. We haven't made too many videos. We're still just getting started. We're trying to find our legs in all of this. We really are just trying to bring good content to